Hey guys, what's going on? Scott here at the Furriers channel, just coming at you with another video. And of course, we're opening an action figure as usual. And this is one that I did not think I was going to get. This is from McFarlane Toys, and it is the Savage Dragon. And boy, I remember whenever they did the release on it, I'm pretty sure pre-orders were sold out immediately. Even trying to search it up on the Target website and stuff like that, never shows up. Just happened to be walking into Target randomly because I had something going on and I wasn't doing anything, and I was like, well, I'm just going to walk in and kind of look around, and if we can go ahead and show what we saw there real quick. So let's check it out. All right, we got some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Nothing important here. Lego aisle, nope. Transformers. Yeah, I don't know who that is, but almost $50. Astro Train, over $50. Stupid.
Excuse me.
And what do we got down here? A little Wolverine action without the shirt. No interest here, bro. Oh, now they got a bunch of Supergirls. G.I. Joe. No. He-Man. Oh, there's King Randor. Bag full of them. And wrestling, we got a bunch of big rubber guys. There's that Rock. And Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Great Muda. Yeah, that Rock had a weird looking face. Nope. Do like the shirt though. And the big rubber guys, they had a whole bunch of them. Stone Cold, The Rock, Jesse, King Kong Bundy, more McFarlane stuff. And it's McFarlane Sports, or no, those are Transformers Sports things. And the NECA section. That Godzilla was kind of neat, but don't need that. And we had, yeah, Dragon Ball Z stuff. No. I think, yeah. It's kind of weird how they have everything kind of set up now. It's kind of spread out. Yeah, $54.99. They had two, the Savage Dragon. I think it was two of the Shadowhawk. And then they had that Supergirl. I think it was Supergirl or Shazam. One of the Shazam characters, I don't remember. And then all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of the Wolverine shirtless, Ram Man, Moss Man from the movie, and then the sketch art Skeletor. Alright guys, and that was kind of the walkthrough there. It was the first time I did any kind of filming in a store. I actually had these glasses that I used to record it. My wife's brother let me borrow them. They're pretty cool. They're the Ray-Bans, Meta, whatever. Pretty neat, and also whenever you do playback on them, it's wild how the sound sounds so good, really. It's not like super loud, but you can hear it very clear when you're wearing the glasses. And no one else can hear it outside of it, pretty much, or from what I could tell. But anyways, it was pretty cool. They had quite a bit of stuff that I wish I could have got, but you know how it goes. You go in there and you start spending all that money, and before you know it, you're broke when you're already broke. So, but hold on one second. That cream cherry flavor Coke, well, my wife got it's the zero Coke Zero flavor. I'm drinking it because I opened it, but something about it I don't care too much about. But let's get the box out and check it out. All right, here is the box, and it is kind of a big one, looks like. It almost made me wonder if the figure is bigger than your usual 7-inch figure. I guess we could go get the Spawn figure and see. Still haven't seen that Elite Spawn. I guess they're calling it the Elite Edition, which it says Image Comics Founders. This one is Larson. They did have that other one, Shadowhawk or whatever his name is. I never had any of those comics of him, so never read them. I remember seeing them. It just wasn't something that really caught my eye too much. Elite edition on the side there. Some awesome looking Savage Dragon artwork on the back. And then this issue, I forgot what number this was, but of course this one did have Spawn in the issue. I guess it has it in there. It looks like issue 30. I don't know if they could do that. I guess maybe licensing and stuff. Well, he did do Turtles, but I wonder if he could do the version of the Turtles that Savage Dragon appeared with in excuse me guys, I think it was issue 2. Had the 2 cover thing going on, one the original cover and then the cover on the back. But yeah, pretty cool. He's got 2 guns, glasses, extra head sculpt, 2 pairs of hands, a comic book, and a stand, I'm sure. When I was first kind of looking at it though, like when you look at Savage Dragon artwork, the hands that are open look nice and big, but then his fist hands, I don't know if it's going to be different once we get it out of the box, but if you can look, they look like tiny little hands. It's like, why would they do that? Because in all the artwork, like even on the back there, on this artwork, he's got big hands. Big hands. He always kind of had the skinniest looking legs compared to his upper body, but Savage Dragon was, like, I picked up Savage Dragon religiously whenever it first started coming out, and even later in the years, there was Savage Dragon and Pit. I was big into Pit, and the thing about Pit, I remember, I don't know if any of you guys remember this back in the day, or gals, Pit was one of those books where the releases of each issue seemed like they took forever. And I know Image, when they first started, they did have issues with getting releases out on time, and Pit was one of them. I remember, because it seemed like it would take forever for each issue to come out. And I used to have quite a few issues of that. I don't remember which ones, but that one was a really cool book, and Savage Dragon. Then I dabbled in Spawn, more Spawn later in life, but yeah, I don't know where I was going with that as usual, but pretty neat. Oh man, I literally never thought I would see this in the store, and I was like, kind of gave up. I was like, well, I'm not gonna get Savage Dragon, and the price on it too was kind of keeping me from doing it. But you know, sometimes you're like, well, I just won't get anything else for a while, and I won't eat lunch and stuff like that. So well, I take my lunch to work anyways, but I'm like, I just won't buy anything at all, and then I'll pick this one up. So that's how I rationalize that one in my head. So, but yeah, let's get him out of the box, guys. All right, guys, and we have him out of the box. And first off, he does come with a stand, which I was kind of wondering what kind it was going to be. And it's kind of like rubble, concrete, something. So we got that with the little peg in it. Kind of cool. And I thought this was a comic book, but it's actually just a thick piece of cardboard, which I don't know which. Now that I'm like, I've said before, like I've opened up some of them and I got a comic book and I was kind of like, I don't know, whatever. But this one I was like, they could have put an original issue in there, maybe, possibly. But it's just a piece of cardboard of the comic book, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. That's kind of weird, I guess. It's cool artwork, I guess. So then this one has some artwork on the front of it, which was, I think it was like the first on that limited series part that they did when Savage Dragon came out. But the back of it just says Eric Larson, Chief Financial Officer. Prior to helping form Image Comics in the 90s, with 6 of his fellow comic creators, Eric Larson worked on a variety of comic book titles from all the major American publishers, Megaton, the DNA Agents, Teen Titans, Outsider, Doom Patrol, Punisher, though he is best remembered as writer-artist. So last time we talked, he was writer and artist on Spider-Man. His character, Savage Dragon, is one of the most enduring creator-owned characters on the market, and Larson has crossed him over with many of the top characters in the field: Superman, Invincible, Hellboy, Spawn, and the Max, among others. The Savage Dragon has had a widely popular animated series in the USA Network in the 90s. Eric Larson is the only Image founder to have written and drawn every issue of his ongoing Image series, having written and drawn more consecutive issues of his superhero series than any other cartoonist. I do remember hearing that, and that is wild. Like, I didn't have all the issues, so it's been kind of an ongoing thing for him since the 90s. That is wild. And he's still drawing and writing. I'm wondering if he still is to this day. They must stop by the comic book store and see if they have any issues and see if he's still writing and doing the artwork. I'm wondering if the art is still pretty much the same looking, through the years, with him doing it still all his own. But then we also have this, what is this, Elite Edition, 50 points. Huh. I wonder what that is. We're going to have to scan that and see what that is. I'm not sure what it is. Then we come with the extra head without the mustache. The mustache came a little bit later. The first issues, he did not have the mustache. And I think at some point his son replaced him or something. I don't know exactly because I didn't get that far into it. But then we got these trigger hands that he comes with, and then kind of these grasping looking hands, and then the two guns, then the glasses. Let's see how these glasses will go on here. I guess they'll look even better. Ooh, they go on there good though. Like they slide right on, so that's pretty cool. Go even better with his handlebar mustache, like some Super Trooper action. So he's got the glasses and he's got the handlebar mustache. And the hands, even the extra hands now that I'm looking at, look a little small. Like the body sculpt and everything, the pants look good. Very comic accurate for the most part. He's got the usual shoulders that McFarlane toys do, but he's so big and he's a little tight up there in the shoulder, so we're not getting a lot of movement out of that. His legs move pretty good, not going back too much. Doesn't have the diaper too bad there. That is a softer plastic though for his crotch and butt area. Got the usual toe bend, small feet, knees double jointed pin. Bend really nice though. He's got the business with the waist and the ab crunch there, the usual McFarlane business. So he's got both of those. So that is a good deal there. And just looking, still the hands are what really kind of bug me a little bit, is they look just really little. So just, I mean, look at that. But I mean, it looks good. Like everything else other than the hands, this is pretty awesome. So we'll take these glasses off. We'll see how the head pops off here real quick. Oh, pops off super easy. Put on the new one. It pops on really easy. And see how the hands come off. A little bit of a different pegging system, a little bit for McFarlane. Usually the holes in the hand and the little peg sticks out. So this is a little bit different. Let's see here. We'll try to do one of these. They pop in and out really easy though. So that is pretty cool. We'll see how this gun is going to go into his hand if we can get it in there. Oh my goodness. Oh, lordy, lordy. I mean, it's going in, but it looks tiny. Okay, so we got the pistol in his hand, which his hand, even though it's a little smaller than it should be, is kind of making the pistol look a little bit wimpy, but not too bad for such a big figure. So pretty cool. Hey man, if you can do it, I definitely would pick this one up. It is a good looking Savage Dragon. And like I said before, this is probably one of my favorite Image characters. Then it'd probably be Spawn and then Pit, and then the rest of them kind of like, eh. So this head sculpt on this one, for some reason the glasses don't really sit as well. Maybe they still sit on there all right. It's just they don't go all the way down to the ears there. Maybe felt like they went on a little better on that one, but I didn't look at it as long. And let's see how this stand's going to work. Nope. Well, there we go. He's standing on there pretty good there. Been nice if I would have had two pegs to really give it the good support, because the upper body is a little heavier and the legs are a little skinny. But that was the artwork and that kind of business. So I don't know what else to really say about it. This is a really good Savage Dragon. The only negative I can say about it is, well, we could always say pins, but I will say the small hands. That's about it. So, and the arms are the single jointed. Single jointed on the arms, no pins.
but you do get a little twist up there at the top. No twist on the thighs there either. So, but still, I don't know, 4.8, 4.5. I don't have any other image figures other than Spawn to kind of compare it to. So let's kind of compare a little bit, see if the size difference is that different. So hold on a second. All right, here we are with Spawn and Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon is on a standstill, so let's see if we can remove him off that. So he's not quite as tall, or is taller, but he was even taller with the stand. So it's kind of a good size comparison. The box almost makes it look like this is a big old figure. He is a bigger figure, but it's still the 7-inch deal there with his little thing on top there. He's a little bit taller, but size wise though, Spawn and him go good together. I think this was the Call of Duty thing they did with Spawn. I think I didn't do an unboxing of this one, but it did come with cool guns and all that business. So these two will go good on the shelf together. I got some other stuff that just kind of randomly on the shelf with them. I think I got like Hellboy. So, and Hellboy was in some issues with Savage Dragon, so that's kind of cool. Boy, he is dusty. So, not that we're doing a review on Spawn, but this Spawn has those little ankles, like kind of rinky-dinky. It is what it is. It is a Spawn figure. I don't know if I've ever had any other Spawn figures other than this one. I can't remember. So I would like to have that Elite Spawn. If I knew I could sell this one to be able to get the Elite one, I would. But like I said before, I haven't seen it out, and I doubt I could get much for this anyways to make up for the price. I mean, probably like $10 maybe. If I sold it back to the toy store, which I didn't buy it there anyways, they probably give me like $4 to $8 for it. So, but yeah, we got some image business. If you could just comment down below, what did you think about the Savage Dragon figure? Did you pick it up? Were you a Savage Dragon fan back in the day, and still to this day picking up Eric Larson's run of Savage Dragon? So as usual, if you could, like and subscribe and all that kind of good stuff, and we'll see you later.